Hello, everybody. I am Sarah. In this video I am going to talk with you about how I became a flight attendant. What is a flight attendant? A flight attendant, sometimes called a cabin attendant, an air steward, stewardess, or an air host, hostess, is primarily responsible for ensuring passengers are safe and comfortable on flights. They are usually employed to work on commercial flights, but may also be present on some private, business, or military flights too. The team of flight attendants and other similar employees are collectively referred to as cabin crew. They are responsible for, among other things, providing safety information, responding to customer concerns, and serving food and drink. However, responsibilities extend far beyond this, as you will learn more about them later. What are the duties of a flight attendant? The day-to-day duties of those working in flight attendant jobs are varied, but one of the most prominent features of the role is providing customer service to passengers. This could range from bringing them food and drinks upon request, to helping them with things like storing luggage in the overhead compartments. A significant part of the role involves going over safety procedures and providing instructions on what to do if certain situations occur over the course of the flight. Similarly, there is also a need to respond to any emergency situations if and when they do arise, which could mean providing medical assistance or other kinds of support. There will, at times, be a requirement to communicate with other personnel, whether on the aircraft or the ground. Moreover, there may be a need to provide satisfied passengers with additional assistance, and there will undoubtedly be a need to continually monitor the aircraft for risks, unusual activity, or explicit threats to safety. How to search for and find flight attendant jobs. When it comes to finding flight attendant jobs, there are some different options available, and it is usually best to use a combination of the following methods and online channels. 1. Search for flight attendant job directly through airlines. The first and perhaps the most obvious way to search for flight attendant jobs online is to take the direct approach, which involves visiting the websites and social media platforms of airlines, seeing what opportunities they are advertising, and then applying for those roles through their application process. Search on job boards specialized in aviation and airlines. Another option is to search for vacancies using online job boards specializing in aviation or the airline industry. These platforms allow you to explore job listings from many different employers simultaneously, and it is usually quick and easy to narrow down your search to focus on flight attendant jobs. 3. Search for flight attendant jobs on LinkedIn. Another option, sometimes overlooked by job seekers, is the LinkedIn platform. This social networking site allows you to quickly and easily search for flight attendant jobs advertised in the Jobs section, and you can easily set up job alerts and apply for any relevant vacancies online. Beyond this, LinkedIn can also be valuable for establishing contacts in the industry and communicating with them. Suppose you develop a mutually beneficial network, which includes airline or aviation management personnel or people currently working in flight attendant jobs. In that case, you may gain access to some otherwise inaccessible opportunities. What skills does a flight attendant need? You must possess strong communication and interpersonal skills to succeed in flight attendant jobs. After all, a significant part of the role will involve speaking with passengers, answering their questions, reassuring them, explaining safety procedures, and intervening in disputes. Due to the nature of the role, you will also need to be able to cope well under pressure and remain calm and ready to make rational decisions, even in the most stressful of emergency situations. When it comes to the physical requirements associated with the job, most employers will require you to have a high fitness level because the work itself can be physically demanding. There is also often a requirement that you can swim competently, which is a safety measure in the event of an emergency landing. First aid training will usually be covered as part of the wider flight attendant training, but any experience you have in this area will be advantageous. You will also need to be flexible and adaptable. The role involves a requirement to travel to different parts of the world, and decisions on where you will travel could be made on short notice.